we'll look at the implication of delay in pension remittances by organization. Of course, recently the National Pension Commission say it has commenced move to recover over 1.3 billion naira in unpaid pension contribution owed to journalists by newspaper organization across Nigeria. Of course, Daily Trust is not part of that because we're known to remitting our pension at promptly. Let's look at the implication of this. I'm being joined now virtually by Sani Mustapha, Senior Technical Advisor at Corpera, and of course, the former Director of Corporate Services at PITAD. Good morning, Mr. Mustapha. All right. Right, let's look at the implication of this move now by PENCOM on the industry. What kind of result do you expect from this move now by PENCOM?
Well, definitely PENCOM has set aside on all those unremitted contributions that were kept by media houses. Those funds are supposed to be in the retirement savings accounts of the journalists so that they can be seeing how the progress of the funds, and they will have the required, balances. They will see that at least something is set aside for them for their retirement. But so long as such funds remain with the employers, then they have not done their work. So, and I'm sure PENCOM would like journalists to have a first-hand experience of the contributory pension scheme when they are writing about the scheme. This is the time that the scheme needs media to continuously talk about positively about the scheme with the current effort to bring in the states such that they will key into the scheme. The media is a very strong partner.
Indeed, the media is a very strong partner, and of course, like you rightly pointed out, the media need to get a first-hand experience with regards to what PENCOM is doing to, revolutionize the pension industry. A lot is being done, according to you, by the new leadership at PENCOM there. Let's also look at the areas that you think should be focused on. Why do you think we are experiencing this kind of delay in pension remittances by organization? What factor do you think is responsible for this delay?
Well, the only thing I can say is that the media are part of the Nigerian economy, and the Nigerian economy is really struggling to position itself to where everybody can enjoy. Now, so long as we are on the way, we have not reached that position. Everybody is struggling with finance. Probably the media houses are struggling to pay the salaries. Maybe they may be even owing tax and other deductions. That may be. But as much as possible, as I said, when you pay salary, I will encourage the media houses to also fork out the deductions and pay, such that their employees will be seeing the alert. As they see the alert going to their salary account, they will also see the alert of their contribution going into their retirement savings account. And they will see the effort of the PFAs in bringing in returns to that retirement savings account. But I believe we will reach that stage where the media houses will be paying the contribution as at when due. But I think the National Pension Commission is on the right track to engage them. Probably they may not know, or they know and they may not have the full value of such contributions to pay. But I think engagement is key here.
Indeed, engagement is key. But what do you think is the implication now? I mean, the what kind of disadvantage will the beneficiaries will experience in the course of this delay?
Well, definitely there will be repercussion. If money is going into my retirement savings account as at when due, and the PFAs the PFAs direct the PFCs to invest such monies, definitely the money that will be coming into my retirement savings account will be more than the monies that has not reached that retirement savings account. 2 years, 3 years, your retirement savings account is reading zero. While this account is reading money into it, this money has been invested, there is a return. You know, it may not be the same, although definitely it's not going to be the same as what the media houses pay into such contributory pension, but definitely the money that reaches the retirement savings account earlier will earn more. So there is a repercussion.
Indeed, there is a repercussion. But let me ask this question. What happened now if an employee decided to move to another media houses? Because in this profession, we see media men moving from media houses to media houses. I've also seen, heard about people's experience where people move as a result of non-payment of even salaries by some media organizations. In that case, what happened when an employee who is being owed salaries and of course pension, remittances, moved to a different media organization?
Well, this is where the contributory pension excels. The retirement savings account is portable. You register only once, and you take it with you wherever you go. Now, if a media house, for example, you stay like you are in a trust organization, you stayed there for 3 years, and no payment was made into a retirement savings account, and then you move to another media house and they start paying. That portion that trust did not pay, they will have to pay back. They will have to pay back. The National Pension Commission will surely follow them under Section 11(6). They will even pay more, because there is a provision that 2% of the whole money will be added, and that is their penalty. So it is better for media houses to pay as at when due, so that they don't have to pay that penalty.
Do you think the 2% penalty is enough? Maybe if it is increased to like maybe 5 to 10%, perhaps many media or other organizations who are also owing will not want to pay as much as that.
I believe this 2% might have been increased by now, because that is what is in the Pension Reform Act, which is undergoing a review now, that I know. But I know PENCOM, after that 2%, they will also look at the percentage that the money has stayed with those people, and they will have to pay, because the employee will not suffer because they did not pay such amount of money. You know, he may not get all as person that has been getting his contribution paid, but definitely it won't be the same. They will have to pay more. I think the National Pension Commission used to send accountants and other firms to look up such organizations and calculate what they are supposed to pay. And these monies, they do pay. Once they pay, it will be credited to the retirement savings account of the employee, plus all the interest.
All right, that's a very good one there. I want to paint a picture now, a scenario whereby an organization is not buoyant enough. I mean, maybe an organization want to be in business, but they can actually pay salaries and other entitlement to or their staff, but they can't afford to pay a pension. Is it possible for such organizations, in order for them to remain in business, to be exempted from pension contribution? Is it possible? I'm trying to paint a scenario.
There is a section that specifies organizations that can be exempted, and it is the number of staff that is specified in that section. Any other arrangement cannot hold water. Definitely, the Act will not recognize that. If any organization has certain number of staff and goes into business, then definitely they have to pay they have to register their staff and pay the contribution to their pension account. Any other thing, I think the Act did not recognize it.
Indeed, the Act did not recognize it. So quite a whole lot has been specified in that Act there. Let me also take you to what the PENCOM DG did say recently. He said, according to her, he said the PRA 2014 mandates that employers, beg your pardon, remit monthly pension contribution not later than 7 days after paying of salaries. This is a timeline that was given. But in the event that that is not complied with, and of course, maybe instead of 7 days, it increased to maybe 14 days or even 1 month after. Is there any penalty that is entitled to that, or as long as the money is remitted to the account, the penalty is allowed to go?
Yes, that is the section 11 subsection 6. Definitely there is going to be a penalty because there is a time value of money. You deducted something from somebody's salary and then you hold it. Maybe you go and buy diesel, you go and do some other things to ease your life while the retirement savings account of that employee remained at zero balance. Oh, definitely there is going to be an interest. Nobody will be allowed. Once you pass that 7 days, then times will start ticking and you have to pay the interest.
Indeed, time will start ticking. We'll have to pay the interest. Let's also look at how this will, in a way, bring a kind of like, what I call it, partnership now between media practitioners and, of course, the PENCOM. How will it bring, increase the partnership, rather? Because already there's a partnership. How would this increase the partnership between the PENCOM and, of course, the media practitioners in the country? There seems to be more concern about what journalists go through.
Well, definitely PENCOM has been reaching out to journalists and media houses, and they know there are strong partners in this contributory scheme journey. So far, the journalists have been fair, and they have seen the growth of the funds. They have seen the happiness of the retirees who are collecting their monthly pension monthly as at when due. I believe this partnership should increase, and I'm of the belief that any group of people should form association and then reach out to the regulator as an association. That way, it will have more impact.
Indeed, it will have more impact. Before I let you go, in what ways now will you suggest that we can actually suggest, will you suggest rather, for this kind of practice by some organizations, apart from even the media, in what ways should you think this behavior can be discouraged? I mean, so that going forward, all these things are done according to the Pension Reform Act 2014 as amended.
Well, I always respect any Nigerian that bring out his money and set up an employment, a business that bring other Nigerians to also take salary and go and feed their family. I respect such Nigerians. And I believe anybody that comes out and set up a business is not a criminal in his heart. So there is what they call moral suasion. The National Pension Commission should engage with employers. Very rightly, I think one of the board members of the National Pension Commission comes from Nigeria Employers Consultative Association. So they should use that and engage, especially with the big employers and also the medium level employers and the lower level employers. They should engage with them, show them that happy employees are more productive. Once employees can see that you are taking care of their interests both on salary and also on pension, which means their future, then they will sit up and work for you much, much better. And that will translate into a good business outcomes for you. I believe moral suasions should be pursued by the regulator. But where that one, you reach the limit, then you can bring in the knuckles and then try to see how you can take out that contributions by any means available.
Indeed, taking out the contribution by any means available. In this case, 1.3 billion. That is what PENCOM is trying to recover from many newspapers organizations. We don't know about other organizations there, which is a very good move there by PENCOM. I must thank you, Malam Sani Mustapha, Senior Technical Advisor of Coopera, and of course, former Director of Corporate Services at Spitad. I must thank you for your time and the enlightenment that you have given us on Business Daily today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yusuf Akogu.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.